some of the spirit of this university in 5 minutes. That is a very efficient president. Did you copy this down very well? Can I erase it now? Yes? Everybody got it? Okay. Flip on. He's preserving it for coming generations.
Exactly.
Okay. Good afternoon, Oikos. Good to see you in Witten. My name is, as he said, Alfred Endres, and I'm going to talk about economics as a solution for everything. Well, what a topic. These University of Witten students came up with this topic. Somehow, among these students, I seem to have the image of being someone who at least thinks it's possible that economics has the solution for everything. I really can't explain how this thought came about. I really almost can't explain how this thought came about. Well, anyway, I highly appreciate the question mark. Well, before going into this topic and thinking aloud for you, let me explain briefly what I think is the heart of the matter, economics. Well, you might think it's redundant to talk about the essence of economics because most of you are economics students. I thought all of you would be economics students before we started, that some of you are not. So I would even venture to explain first what the heart of economics is in front of an audience which exclusively would consist of students of economics. Why? Because I think there are so many misunderstandings about what economics is about, even among economists, that I find it highly necessary first to think about what economics is about. And you can see here how I will proceed. You might be able to locate this quote just as a hint for you. Alfie is not the abbreviation of Alfred. Well, anyway, there are many misunderstandings of what economics is about, and my personal Existenzberechtigung. You don't know what Existenzberechtigung is? It's the raison d'être. You don't know what the raison d'être is? It's the justification for my person to be allowed to walk on this earth. And my Existenzberechtigung is to refute all the wrong pictures of economics which are around and to fight the discrimination of economists. So what you see here in front of you is a brave soldier of economics on duty. Thank you very much. There's more to come. After having said what economics is all about, I will try to apply economics to a very relevant social and global issue, that is the economics of climate change. And when I say, well, this is a powerful tool, you can again see that this is somehow an advertising for economics, what I am going to present here. Well, in a nutshell, I think economics is a theory of individual human decisions and the theory of the social institutions which are supposed to coordinate these kinds of individual decisions. And the way in economics we proceed is by building economic models. Economic models are abstract intellectual architectures which very often, not always, but very often come in mathematical garment. And you see here in these two quotes from two famous professors the two elements of economics that I have just given to you. The first one points to the importance of decisions, of choices, and the second one points to the methodology with which we analyze these choices, because what these economic models are supposed to do is just what this second quote here says. So when you look at that economics is concerned with individual decisions and with how society coordinates these decisions, you might think that economics and economists are held in high esteem of the society, because isn't that a noble enterprise to follow these tasks? But to the contrary, I must say, economists have a pretty bad reputation in society, and economics is called the dismal science, die düstere Wissenschaft, if I'm allowed to translate into German. The dismal science, and accordingly, economists must be pretty dismal people. So, how's that? How can we explain that? Well, there are several complaints about economics and economists in society, which I can sum up for you into two main points. The first complaint is economics is much too narrow. And the second complaint is economics is much too wide. And I'm going to elaborate this a little further. Let me first come to the complaint economics is too narrow. What is meant with that quote can be, or with this reproach, can be illustrated by a quote which I have taken from the German Financial Times. I read it first, if you please permit, in the original German, and then I try to translate. For those not able to understand German, please just listen to the sound. So that's from the Financial Times, Germany. Das Menschenbild der Ökonomen ist wenig schmeichelhaft. Der Homo economicus richtet sein ganzes Streben darauf, den eigenen materiellen Wohlstand zu mehren. Es geht Gewinnmaximierung. Now I try to translate. The idea the economics have of humankind is very little flattering. Homo economicus only exclusively strives to further his or her material gain. It's profit maximization, what it's all about.